In a breathtaking oceanfront mansion, where floor-to-ceiling windows frame the jagged beauty of a white cliff dropping into the restless sea, Jonathan Clark, a magnetic 40-year-old hotel tycoon, sits ensnared by his own brilliance. To the world, his life glimmers like polished gold, wealth cascading like a waterfall, power that opens any door, and prestige that makes heads turn. But beneath the surface, a shadow festers, doubt. Does Christina, his radiant fiancée, love him for the man he is, or is she merely intoxicated by the empire he's built? Her laughter, her tender glances, were they real, or just a performance for the fortune that surrounds him? That gnawing uncertainty drives Jonathan to a daring, almost reckless plan to uncover the truth. He orchestrates a deception as calculated as any business deal. A staged car accident leaves him paralyzed, confined to a wheelchair, his empire momentarily irrelevant. It's a test, a gamble to strip away the dazzle of his wealth and see what remains in Christina's heart. At first, she plays the part of the devoted fiancée flawlessly. She adjusts his blanket with delicate precision, brings him steaming cups of chamomile tea, and flashes warm smiles when the staff are watching. Her performance is Oscar-worthy, and for a fleeting moment, Jonathan wonders if he's misjudged her. But the thing about masks, they crack under pressure. Days pass, and the facade begins to crumble. By the end of the first week, Christina's patience wears thin, like a threadbare scarf unraveling in the wind. Her sighs grow heavy as she passes his wheelchair, her conversations with him shrink to curt exchanges, and her eyes dart to her phone or laptop with increasing frequency. Late-night calls to friends reveal her true feelings. She's trapped, she says, in a golden cage, her dreams suffocated by the weight of caring for a man she now sees as a burden. Jonathan listens in silence, his heart sinking but his resolve hardening. The truth is emerging, raw and unfiltered. Then enters Emma, a nurse who arrives not as hired help but as a quiet force of nature, slipping into the mansion like a warm breeze. She carries no pretense, only the comforting scent of freshly baked scones and morning coffee. She doesn't hover or fuss, instead, she fills the room with stories, tales of her past work, snippets of humor, and the soothing cadence of novels read aloud by Jonathan's bedside. To her, he's not a broken man or a bank account. In her eyes, he's Jonathan, a man with a history, a spark, a strength that no accident, real or staged, could extinguish. Her presence is a balm, steady and unassuming, and it begins to shift something in him. The contrast between the two women sharpens like a blade. Christina's whims spiral, she demands couture dresses, exclusive parties, and lavish getaways, her irritation flaring when Jonathan can no longer escort her to glittering events. Her world revolves around what she can take, her affection measured in dollars and status. Emma, on the other hand, brings life to the mansion's sterile elegance. She asks Jonathan about his childhood dreams, listens to his half-forgotten ambitions, and even challenges him in playful debates that coax laughter from his lips, laughter he hadn't realized he'd missed. For the first time in weeks, he feels seen, not as a magnate or a patient, but as a man. The tension builds to a breaking point one stormy evening. Christina, her patience shattered, storms into the room, her voice sharp as she demands compensation for her so-called broken future. She lays out her price with chilling clarity: a new oceanfront estate, millions in cash, and a life free from the burden of caring for him. Her words are a venomous confession, stripping away any lingering doubt. Jonathan's heart pounds, but his face remains calm. Slowly, deliberately, he locks eyes with her. Then, in a moment that feels like the world holding its breath, he rises from the wheelchair. The room freezes. Christina's scream catches in her throat, her carefully crafted mask of devotion shattering to reveal the greed beneath. In that instant, the truth is undeniable: she never loved him, only what he could provide. By morning, Christina is gone. The echo of her stilettos clicking across the marble floor and the faint trace of her expensive perfume are all that linger. Jonathan stands at the window, gazing at the white cliff, and takes a deep breath, the weight of betrayal lifting from his shoulders. For the first time in months, he feels free. Emma is still there, not as a savior or a rebound, but as a quiet presence who asks for nothing and gives everything. Their connection doesn't bloom into a whirlwind romance. Jonathan's too scarred for that, too wary of repeating past mistakes. Instead, he sees something in Emma worth nurturing, her dream. Emma has long harbored a vision of creating an agency to support the elderly and sick, not with pity, but with dignity and respect. It's a cause that resonates with Jonathan, who knows too well the sting of being treated as less than a human. He offers his resources, not just money, but his experience, his strategic mind, his unrelenting drive. Emma brings her heart, her honesty, and a work ethic that matches his own. They become partners, not in love, but in purpose. They build her agency from the ground up, poring over plans, arguing over details, and celebrating small victories. There are setbacks, missteps, disagreements, moments of doubt, but they face them together, their trust growing stronger with every challenge overcome. Years pass, and the agency thrives, a testament to their shared vision. It's not just a business, it's a beacon of care, a place where people find not just help, but humanity. Somewhere along the way, amidst the late-night meetings and quiet triumphs, something deeper takes root between Jonathan and Emma. It's not the fiery passion of youth or the fleeting thrill of infatuation. It's a love born of time, forged in mutual respect and unshakable trust. It's quiet, steady, and real, a love that doesn't need grand gestures or dramatic tests, because it's built on something stronger, a shared dream and the courage to believe in each other. Now, as the sun dips below the horizon, Jonathan and Emma sit on the terrace of that same oceanfront mansion. The white cliff looms in the distance, its stark beauty a silent witness to their journey. For Jonathan, it's more than a view, it's a symbol of resilience, a reminder that even the hardest moments can yield warmth and meaning when you're with someone who sees you, truly sees you, without conditions or ulterior motives. The sea crashes below, and they share a quiet smile, their hands brushing lightly, no words needed. Their story isn't a fairy tale, but it's theirs, hard-won, deeply felt, and infinitely worth it. Wow, what a journey. If that story of betrayal, redemption, and real love pulled you in, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to Midnight Tales for more gripping tales that keep you up past midnight. We've got so many more stories waiting to captivate you, so join our community and let's dive into the next one together. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Trust me, you won't want to.